Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, I want to say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the house of David. Salutations to you brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth and righteousness and sincerity. To you Israelite foreigners, come back home to the truth. To those that passed on, serving the Lord, the dead in Yahushai shall arise first. To you sisters who believe, keep encouraging and supporting your brothers out here teaching the truth, and always commemorate the sister who washed Yahushua's feet when you read the scriptures. I wanted to talk to y'all about the Pesach. Right, as I'm looking at the moon right now, partially down the parkway. Main thing that I really wanted to talk to y'all about is what type of leaven should we be purging out? Because a lot of times, you know, brothers spend 5, 10, 15, 20 years in this truth purging out the same things. You know, lust and things like that. We're not purging out our lack of mercy, from what I'm seeing in Israel. We're not purging out our lack of brotherhood. And these are things we also got to get rid of. How do you think we're going to be more righteous than the doctors of the law, the Pharisees? We got men that are so law, which ain't nothing wrong with keeping the law. Don't get it twisted. Keeping the law keeps you in line. You know, once you realize what law is for, you realize like it's necessary. A lot of people think law is being the fun police. And anytime that a brother seems to be having a good time, even if it's lawful, you know, we feel the urge to stop them. But it's not about being the fun police. I remember when I was at the worked at the Optimum store, we used to have a great time, and we had two people there that were actually the fun police. Like, their problem wasn't that we weren't following the rules, it was that we were having fun under the rules at the store, the Optimum store. So my friend that worked in the call center with me, she was like, oh, here come the fun police. You know, we transferred from, we worked, it was still the same company, but we went from the call center to the store. And I'll never forget, man, there were these two people that were just fucking snitches, but snitched on shit that wasn't even against the rules. They were just snitching just to try to get us in trouble. You know? Now, granted, in Israel, you see something, you say something. You see a brother with a bad habit or doing something wrong, the first thing you should always do, and this is another thing that you have to purge out of here, the desire to expose brothers for bullshit. You got men making fucking sit-downs about men for stupid shit. I remember somebody made a video because we had a music page. Nigga, what? You mad because of what we're doing that doesn't affect you? Oh, these men need to be making more videos, not making music. Like, nigga, mind your fucking business. That's when niggas do shit like that, worry about what I do with my free time. You know, a lot of you niggas are just sad, honestly. That we got to get rid of. We got to purge that shit out. We got to purge that spirit the fuck out of Israel. The spirit of watching other men just so you can make videos about them doing petty shit. Like, you're entirely too invested in my free time. I work a full fucking shift. Like, I work 6 days a week. How dare anybody tell me what the fuck to do with my little bit of personal time? Not only do I work a full shift, man, shit, I had trouble with classes the one course that I took in March because motherfuckers was calling me about stupid shit all day. But anyway, you know, we're trying to become the most perfect brother we can. Part of it is You know, when we do our sit downs about each other, first off, you should ask yourself, is this even worth talking about? Is this even worth it? I remember just recently, I got like 90 something likes on a comment I put on a post on social media because I'm in this group for people from North, and you got this one, you got an older generation that keeps trying to hold Newark alive. But all the younger people are saying, even people that's not from Newark are saying Newark. And I put a comment, I said it's not rocket science. New Orleans is called New Orleans by people from New Orleans. New York is New York. You know, Newark is Newark. You know, like, this doesn't require a whole bunch of posts. This one guy made a whole bunch of posts about it. And it annoyed everybody so much that one comment, my comment, got 90 something likes by itself. I'm like, damn, this struck a nerve. You know, speak when you have to speak, right? Say, hey, these brothers are doing wicked. These brothers are actually doing wickedness. Then you speak. But if you got brothers that are just, just being themselves, just making fucking music or whatever, leave them the fuck alone. Don't worry about dumb shit, man. A lot of you niggas in Israel are worried about the dumbest shit possible. You just want to have something to say about others. Listen, the elders have all the right to talk about all those men that they talk about because they know all of them. But what are you other niggas doing? You other niggas should be focused on prophecy and teaching, because you know what? The elders, they go back to a time where all their examples come from things that have actually happened and they've seen firsthand. You niggas haven't seen that shit. So all that talking about men and wanting to speak, like, looking diligently. Motherfuckers be going diligently through niggas' Facebook pages, trying to find something bad to say about them. That's what I see, man. I've seen niggas go through niggas, and this is going back a lot of years. This is going back a lot of years, man. I'll tell you, there was a golden era. There was an era where you had the guy that's now locked up for child molestation in Seattle, the Ephraimite. That era had a lot of men that are not here now because they were focused on the wrong shit. You're focusing so much on finding dirt on IUIC and ISUPK and House of Israel, and even trying to eke out whatever possible dirt you could find on Lines of Israel, which I know a lot of those men personal. You'd be hard pressed to find any dirt, because they don't play that bullshit. They don't play scandals, or even Guerrilla Hebrew, whatever he's doing, or Hassad, whatever his name is. Y'all worried so much about finding dirt on them, you become the dirt. You start forgetting your own self that, damn, I need to be checking this shit for myself. You're worried about everybody but you. And correcting the negative. There's a song that I like from the Gravediggers, actually, called, what is it called? Pit of Snakes. And in the song, they're talking about, take the heads off these snakes. It's better off than dying in a pit full of snakes. And in one part, they say the snake inside yourself would be the first head you take. Because you got to look at yourself and your own intentions and the way you conduct yourself and say, yo, I got to stop this. I got some pretty bad habits. I got some things that are unbecoming of a Hebrew Israelite. Remember, you brothers out here teaching in the streets are priests. brothers that teach out in the street are considered priests. So you have to conduct yourself correctly. You have to be appropriate. At all times, you should really be appropriate. Look at your actions and say, yo, is this right? Because a lot of you be doing and saying a lot of inappropriate shit. But then sit there and talk about others. You know, but anyway, I think the point is made. You know, purge out the leaven of the lack of brotherhood, purge out the leaven of being a fucking reporter and trying to make everybody go against the brother, when sometimes brothers just may need just correction. You know, but that's it. Shalom.